Welcome to This Is Arlington, Arlington's high school student-produced television show. I'm Bella Howland.
And I'm Olivia Keaton. On today's show, we have an interview with senior Grayson Brandt.
We'll also take a look at the cheer team's winning season.
Plus, we dive into some entertainment news with reflections on a Minecraft movie.
But first, spring sports are back in the thick of their season. Tiger Life reporter Jacob Strand checked in with the lacrosse team.
The season has just started, and the Arlington lacrosse team is ready to score big. On the field, lacrosse is a fast-paced battle. Players sprint, pass, and dodge, all are trying to score with a small rubber ball and a netted stick. And the team has to have a high level of skill and teamwork.
I love this team. This team, it's brought a lot of people closer together and just all around help people get better.
Lacrosse is being recognized as one of the fastest growing sports in all of America, and especially in high schools all around the country. Arlington High School has officially made lacrosse a sport for the 2024-2025 season after it was a club for so many years for the high school.
It feels good. It's definitely a lot different. It brings more awareness, and I think it definitely gives us a little more commitment towards our team as we have new members coming in and a lot more just awareness overall.
Daniel Dermeyer talks about his challenges after facing an injury that he got midway through the season.
It kind of affected me a lot because I couldn't play for a little bit because I didn't have a glove that fit, and it really just sucked because I couldn't practice and get better.
Despite challenges and injuries, Arlington plans to snap back in the later half of the season.
Blue Origin's latest space flight featured an all-female crew, including pop star Katy Perry and journalist Gayle King. The flight lasted approximately 11 minutes, reaching an altitude of over 60 miles and crossing the Kármán line, the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. Upon landing, Perry expressed her emotional connection to the experience, having taken a daisy into space in honor of her daughter. Perry also sang a rendition of Louis Armstrong's "What a Wonderful World" while the group was in space. The crew described the trip as profound and emphasized that it was more than just a ride, advocating for the term journey. This mission marked the first all-female spaceflight since 1963.
A Minecraft movie is making headlines across the nation. The new Warner Brothers film starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa has already earned an impressive $278 million in the U.S. Overseas, the movie has pulled in $273 million for a grand total of over $500 million. The movie has generated a viral following. The TikTok trend called the Chicken Jockey Challenge has causing moviegoers to throw food and drinks across the screens. This has led to significant damage in the theaters nationwide. At a screening in Provo, Utah, one patron brought a live chicken to the theater, displaying it above his head during the now famous scene, according to posts. The people who brought the chicken were kicked out. While a Minecraft movie may be doing well financially, it's been met with criticism from Arlington students. Let's take a look.
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts. I'm currently writing a little bit of a paper on it, actually.
I would recommend people go to see it, but just to make fun of it.
It had no relation to Minecraft.
The plot was just so formulaic with, oh, evil guy, you gotta find this stuff and then get out. I didn't like it.
Disappointing. It was almost like an insult or mockery to what I believe is one of the internet's most creative platforms.
It was so bad, but that's what made it so good, in my opinion.
I thought it was really good, but it was it's kind of really bad, but it's really good. I thought it was funny, and I thought it was a pretty good kids movie. And I liked all the characters in it. I liked the actors.
I enjoyed it. It was definitely fun watching it. All the actors did good. I grew up with the game. I've been playing that forever, so it was definitely cool seeing a movie about it.
I definitely really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. It was a really funny movie. I don't think I enjoyed the story as much. I think the story was a little funky, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Would I pay to watch it again? Probably not.
There was definitely audience participation. I went with a group of my friends, and we were definitely participating as well.
Some people were jumping up and everything when they said that one line.
Chicken Jockey was obviously, that's everyone's favorite, so it's probably my favorite part.
I went with some of my friends and we were all yelling, and You know, there were some people down at the bottom who were doing the same. It was a pretty fun experience.
The theater got really loud, as you can imagine.
Definitely the people next to me were really loud, and I think because it went over TikTok so fast that everyone made a joke out of it, and everyone just has really bad theater manners when watching it, and it's really distracting.
There was like this one lady in front of us that was telling us to be quiet too, so it was like...
I think they're funny, but I think it's kind of disrespectful in a way, and I would hate to work at a movie theater.
This semester, we've been spotlighting various seniors on This Is Arlington. Since graduation is approaching quickly, it's time to interview one of our own. Tiger Life reporter Casey Stoops sat down with senior Grayson Brandt and talked to him about his experiences at AHS and in the media arts department.
Hello Tigers, I'm Casey Stoop and I'm sitting with one of my guys, Grayson Brandt. He's a senior at AHS and also a member of the TV production class. Grayson, how are we doing today?
I'm great, how are you, Casey?
I'm doing amazing, but we're about to be done. We only got a few weeks left. Woohoo! What are your plans for next year?
So I will be attending the University of Tennessee at Knoxville to get a major in marketing with a collateral in visual and media effects. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Yeah.
But anyways, what are you hoping to do with that in the future?
So what I want to do is I want to take videography and tie it in with marketing. So any ad you've seen on TV, whether that be Red Bull, Toyota, like car companies, really any commercial you see like has to be made, right? So I want to take that from the business aspect.
Yeah. What has been your favorite part of high school?
My favorite part of high school, I think, is kind of getting to take time out of my day to do what I love to do. So that being in media. So all 4 years, you know, I had a major, or my focus area was business in high school, but I've still taken a fine arts all 4 years. So it's cool to see how my, you know, focus area in business and then still taking film all 4 years. I'm now being able to like put that together and get a major in that. So that's probably been my favorite part, is actually taking something useful and doing something with it. Yeah.
What has been your biggest challenge?
I think my biggest challenge, not necessarily balancing my schoolwork, but trying to balance my social calendar because I really value relationships. So whether that be with my friends, my family, my girlfriend, my job, and schoolwork, trying to balance all 5 of those is really difficult. It took a minute to figure that out.
How did you figure that out, I guess?
Really trial and error, you know. You kind of learn what makes people happy, what upsets people, and also what upsets myself and what makes me happy. So kind of like just toying with the 2 of those, you kind of can find like a happy place in the middle.
And you've talked about media. We've been partners in media class since sophomore year in Miss Archibald's class.
That's right.
But what has been your favorite part or even memory of TV production?
I don't really have one specific memory. I think my favorite part of media is definitely my junior year when you and I both came in. You know, we had a really solid group last year. You know, I think you like me when you interview yourself here in a minute. But the relationships I made with the seniors last year that have already graduated and the people in that class that have carried on over to this year was really special. And so I enjoyed that a lot. I learned a lot last year. But I think my favorite memory was probably when we got Mr. Ashby's mural that we photoshopped of him.
Gosh,
yeah.
yes.
So yeah, that was probably my favorite memory.
What's your favorite mural that we did?
So of course you have the Mr. Stashby. So if you've been in Mr. Ashby's room, you've seen it right above his desk. But my favorite is the Mona Stashby. So the Sir Stashby, or the Sir Ashby, that's it.
I don't know.
That's in his room, but the Mona Stashby is my favorite.
Yes, that's just a picture. That's Mona Lisa with Ashby's face on it.
Yes.
It is art.
It's beautiful. It's so nice.
We've made a lot of projects over the past few years.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite one?
Hot take. I have 2. Okay. So my first one's a more recent one. So we had the opportunity to make like a creative project for Halloween, and we just didn't know what to do. So Casey said, well, what's the dumbest thing we can think of, and let's make it look good. So the first thing that came to mind was dogs and fat dogs. So we took my aunt's bulldogs out for a nice day, and it was a pretty funny project. And then my second favorite would probably be last year when our media department won an award. So you and I mean, both of these we worked on together. We got to make a project to showcase that. And I think that was the first project that I could say I was proud of. I still look back on it, and obviously I see things that I would change, but it was solid. You know, we got to use the drone. We used high-end equipment, and I was proud of that. So that for
What's one tip that you would have for the freshmen as you're about to leave?
I would say to be open-minded and to find your niche. I feel like, you know, I came in as a freshman taking intro to film, you know, just to kind of get through it. But I was open-minded about it, and it ended up like setting up, like as cliche as it sounds, like it's set up what I want to do. Not necessarily like making movies like some other people in this class, but it's still that media side of videography. Yeah, find your niche and find something deeper than just school, because no matter what people think, school sucks, but when you find that deeper meaning, whether that be band, art, or a sport, it really makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, Grayson, thank you so much for joining me today. I see big things for you in the future, so good luck, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
The AHS cheer team had a championship season. As a cheer team member, I decided to take you behind the scenes. Let's take a look. The Arlington High School competitive cheerleading teams recently competed at the largest competition of the year. The National High School Cheerleading Championship is held in Orlando, Florida. Over 10,000 teams traveled to compete in this national competition. Arlington varsity placed 10th in the large varsity D1 division. This competition is the most important to our cheer teams because it is what they work for all year.
We had a lot of ups and downs throughout the season, but at that end moment of like feeling the energy from the crowd and just from each other, it really just peaked.
This year, the cheer program had a pretty big change. The program welcomed in a new cheer sponsor. Ms. Sherry Buchanan is now the new sponsor for the high school cheer teams.
My experience was a great one. I really enjoyed it. I've always heard like there's a lot of drama with cheer, but I felt like this year we were, for the most part, pretty drama-free. So I really enjoyed it and getting to know the girls. So it was a great first experience.
Ms. Buchanan has worked for Arlington High School for 5 years. Around May of last year, she got asked to sponsor the teams. Being 1 year into sponsoring, athletes and parents have nothing but good things to say about her and can't wait to have her around for the next few years.
I'm excited. I know we are going to have a brand new group of 8th graders coming in, and we're losing 14 seniors, so that'll be a big change, so we'll definitely miss them, but I'm looking forward to what this new challenge will bring to us.
Reporting for AHS Tiger Life, I'm Bella Hallam. So I know you went to go see the Minecraft movie this weekend. How'd you feel about it?
I thought it was pretty good, but I didn't really understand the plot of it. I also I don't know. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. The hype was more on TikTok than I expected.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go see it, but.
Would you see it if it came out on like digital?
I mean, maybe if I got bored enough. I don't know. I don't play Minecraft. But that's all the time we have for today on this edition of This is Arlington.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, AHS Tiger Life.
Remember to turn on post notifications to find out when we release new episodes.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.